Hey guys, Jason Christie here. I'm with Michiana Outdoors, and Dusty Clifton asked a really good question. It's kind of a hot topic in professional bass fishing. What are some of the unwritten rules in bass fishing and in fishing in general? First of all, it all comes down to one word, and that's respect. Not only do I want to respect the other guys on the water, and that's including locals, that's fishing, but most of all, at the end of the day, I want people to respect me. I don't want to, be at weigh-in and be like, well, Jason Christie came in to where I was fishing and made the same cast on the same stump that I did. And we've kind of created this ourselves with the TV shows and stuff of 3 and 4 boats sitting on the same cast, bumper to bumper, throwing that. And that's just not, in my opinion, that's something that's just not cool. So if you've seen that and if that's okay in your eyes, in my opinion, it's not. Kind of my rules are in fishing. Number one is, how many times do you see a guy win a tournament in one of those clusters of boats? It hardly ever happens, because you split fish up, and it just, I cannot think of a single time. But two, it depends on the water, on how close I'm going to get to somebody. If we're on a small lake and there's not a lot of fishable stuff, then the rules may vary a little bit, but still, I'm not going to pull up to a guy. What I would do, and the way I grew up fishing is, we would run down and say we wanted to fish a point, and there's a boat sitting there. Rather than pulling up, on one side or the other, I would go over and fish a bank and wait until he leaves. Another thing is, I may pull up and ask him, hey, Bob, how long do you plan on fishing here? And if he says, hey, I'm gonna sit here all day, then I know I need to go find something. That is the reason in tournament fishing that we have boat draws, takeoffs, boat numbers. It's kind of the luck of the draw on what boat number you get. And it's funny, over the years, I always have this place that I gotta go to first. And I can't tell you how many times that first stop doesn't even work out. So it's something, it's adjustments throughout the day. But biggest thing I can say on the unwritten rules is respect everyone, the dock owners, fishermen, local fishermen. That local fisherman you gotta think about him. He may have worked 3 weeks in a row to support his family, and he finally got one day off and he wants to go fishing. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've gotten frustrated with some fishermen over the years who may watch me fish and then leave and then pull in and fish where I've caught some fish. But all in all, like, it's public water, and you have to treat everybody like that. Respect the docks. That person that has that dock, he doesn't own the water, but neither do I. He has just as much right to have a dock there as I do to fish it. So, treat everybody's property with respect, treat anglers with respect. And most of all, at the end of the day, whenever my career is over, I don't want them to say he's won, he won this, he won that. I want them to say, he's a pretty good old boy, and that's what they'll say about you if you gain their respect.